Hello, hello. This is Jeanette, your lovely uncle from Inner Sun Alchemy, and I am here to do the tarot forecast for the sign of Libra. So if you have a rising sign, sun sign, moon sign, or north node sign, this is going to be for you. My recommendation is to watch in the order of rising sign first, because that's what's going to in general be more accurate for what the universe is going to be bringing to you. Then you can watch the sun sign for strategies for dealing with what the rising sign brings, also guidance for personal development. Moon sign is going to show more of like your emotional experience of what happens, and in particular show you the unconscious patterns that are at play, whether positive or negative, right? And then the north node is going to be showing you what your soul is actually paying attention to and where you can put your focus as it relates to your soul development. Okay. So thank you to those of you who are subscribed, who are watching. Welcome back. And then for those of you who are new, welcome. Welcome to my humble abode here on the interwebs. All right, so let's get in. I do have all of the energy out for every sign, and for the most part, the energy is pretty amazing this month. So I think for the most part, everyone is going to be good. For you specifically, the general energy and overall guidance and message is the Awakening card, number 20. And this is truly, it's awakening. It's a coming to the truth of who you are at this place, here and now, at this stage in your life, right? There's a new you that is emerging. There's new desires, there's new wants, there's new dreams, there's new goals. And a lot of this newness is not fettered by the constraints of the past, whether internal constraints or external ones. There's a lot of openness and freedom that is available to you in creating what you want. And so part of this kind of awakening energy, or the coming home to self energy, if you will, is very much about being clear about what's on your heart, being able to listen deeply, so that the choices that you make moving forward are in alignment with the vision that you have for your life. I think that's a good thing. And I also got the message that Archangel Michael can help with that. So if you're doing the Libra thing and having difficulty making a decision or getting clear about what you really want, feel free to call him Michael. He just popped in to say he's available to support. So if you need that sword of truth, if you will, to kind of cut away the cobwebs or the analysis paralysis, he, she, they can help with that. Okay. Now, for your relationships, for those of you who are in committed partnerships already, you guys are going to be chill this month, I think. But I think that, chill on the positive side of things. And the negative side, you may find that you guys are stuck in kind of like a holding pattern, like nothing's really growing or developing. That's okay. That may feel on some level stifling to you, especially if you're having a lot of internal awakenings and initiations and etc. But it's not to say that there's something wrong in the relationship. So allow it to be a point of stability as you learn and grow. Now, on the negative side, this can talk about two people who are really being set in their ways. And I would say for your part, I would advise not grounding in or taking a hard stance on anything right now overall, just because there's going to be more that's going to be revealed to you about yourself and what you want to create. So there's no point of like dying on the battlefield of an argument just to like win. when, in a week or two, you may shift, right? So just chill this month, Libra. Now, oh, interesting. I just got a message about holy matrimony. So maybe some of y'all are getting married this month, or maybe you are actually questioning the marriage itself. And there's a lot of ways that can go, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll let you comment below throughout the month about what that's about. Okay, now for those of you single and looking, you have a really beautiful energy. I think you may actually find somebody this month if you put yourself out there. So, in general, Libras are really, or they can be really sociable people. So, again, if you are looking to find someone, you will find someone, and they will be mature, they will be emotionally available. They may even be a little artistic, possibly, or at least have, a good amount of money, know how to dress, is important. So be on the lookout, because that is a strong possibility for you. Now, in terms of your career, that is looking phenomenal. So if you are working for someone, you may find that you are shining this month. You're exactly where you need to be. You're good. You're in your power. No problem. If you work for yourself, you're on fire as well too, and you may find that you're getting a lot of downloads for what you want to plan for and bring into your life for the upcoming year for 2019. So this is really positive. I think career is just going to be easy peasy. There's no real big stuff on that. In terms of your money, that looks like it's going to be strong in general. I just got the message to hold your resources. It's going to be winter time, right? We're pretty much already there, but winter solstice is at the end of the month. So just keep everything close to chest, because those are your seeds that you're going to plant later, right? So remember that you already had your harvest, and you're going to continue to cultivate money, but put some aside for later, whether that's going to be later expenses that come up, or money that you want to invest in something else, whether that's like doing renovations, redoing wardrobe, whatever it is, but it's going to require resources, and you're going to be making enough to be able to support that later. So that's good. And in terms of money that can grow right now, I think that's going to be fine, actually. Yeah, there will be definitely money that will pick up for you again. So you're fine. I don't think there's really going to be any big issues around money. But with the money that you are making, like I said, put some aside for the things that you have to, one, be responsible for, but two, also for what you want to build and grow with. It does take money to make money. Right? So make sure you leave yourself room to make money by giving yourself some money tucked away. So let's now get into the energy for the beginning, middle, and end of the month. And then we'll finish with some closing guidance. So beginning of the month for Libra. Okay, so we have first in the beginning of the month, the Hermit card. So you very specifically at the beginning of the month may really have to take time to rest and recover. Like literally. And you know what? That actually makes sense, to be honest. Excuse me, because this is the Virgo energy. Virgo is conceptually tied to the 6th house. And there's a lot that is happening in Pisces, which is the 6th house for you. So it's really putting a focus on that area of life of, I think, of health and actually rest. That's actually what I'm getting. So take it easy if you can at the beginning of the month. Take a couple days off and relax, chill, rest. Because that's going to open up the door. Yep. Because just as I was saying that, this comes out. So that rest is actually what's going to kind of clear the leaves and clear the cobwebs for the new inspiration to come in for you, for what's next for you, for what you want to create for this next year, 2019. Okay. So that breakthrough, that clarity, that specificity is going to come, but it's not going to come if you don't do this. So take it easy at some point during that first part of the month, within the first 10 days approximately. Okay. Then the energy is going to shift and you'll get that get up and go coming back. And at the end of the month, we have the 5 of Cups. So, you may actually be a little bit in your emotions at the end of the month. I mean, this card can talk about grief and focusing on what's not working, but maybe I'm not seeing things not working for you. So this may actually be more of a matter of you pushing out of complacency and laying the foundation to get to the 6 of Cups, which is being at home with yourself, being connected to your soul power. This may also be a matter of you feeling drained again after this energy, the 9 of Wands, because this also can talk about a lot of activity. Maybe you end up doing a lot of work in the middle of the month, which drains you and puts you at a place where it's like, okay, you have to kind of refill. So you may actually have to do another little mini break at the end of the month if you overdo this. That's not a bad thing, but, you know, be mindful. Now, interestingly enough, this message is being sent from the devil, which is Capricorn, which we're going to be getting into the end of the month, but it's also, and this is a message that came through, not the card, but the message of being tested this month. If we're actually going to graduate from the cycle, the old patterns, this may be representing that test because it's a 5. This is something that you control. So are you going to revert back to old emotional behavior, or are you going to elevate and show up differently and mature to get to the 6? If you revert back to old behavior, you're going to get stuck back in this loop. If you elevate, the card that's right under that, the 9 of Cups, you're going to get your wish. So keep your eye on the prize. I would actually recommend watching the Virgo video, because that message came through really strong for them and you might benefit from that. Maybe you have Virgo as one of those 4 signs I mentioned: Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. Virgo energy did actually show up right off the bat. So yeah. Okay, let's get closing guidance. Let us get closing guidance. Oh, wow, there we go. Ace of Wands. Ooh, goodness. Sent from the devil again. So yeah. And again, you saw me shuffle those cards, right? The wish card underneath. You can have a new beginning. Pass the test, because the test is within you. This is the devil within. The test is in you. And this may be happening. And again, well, I mean, not maybe, it's going to be in the last part of the month, because that's also, as an FYI, when we have the full moon in Cancer. And the moon is going to be opposite Capricorn and Saturn, right? So anytime that is going to be happening during the transit of Saturn and Capricorn, we're going to be tested. All of us are going to be tested, but this is obviously coming through as a strong message for you, because that Capricorn Cancer axis specifically relates to your individual soul sovereignty and the work that you do in the world, your soul purpose. Individual soul sovereignty meaning the fourth house, which is the Cancer ruled house, but that's actually the house where Capricorn begins the sign for you because of the chart. And then Cancer, or Cancer is up in the 10th house for you for your chart, if you're a Libra rising specifically. This isn't for anybody else, but for Libra rising folks. Cancer is the top of the chart, but that's the house that is ruled conceptually by Capricorn. So this axis is really going to be strongest felt by you and Aries as well too, right? Because they're the opposite sign, so they're going to have the same four corners. But this juxtaposition, more so about your subconscious patterns and whether or not you can break free of them to amplify your work in the world, to amplify your growth and abundance and reputation and brand and business and what have you. That's going to be your battle, if you will, for the next 18 months while the North Node and South Node transits Cancer and Capricorn, and while Saturn is here. And I think they both exit around the same time, mid-2020. This is all that it's going to be for you, just as a heads up, Libra. All right, so this will be the first of many tests, but again, it's internal. And the advice is to keep choosing the highest. Keep choosing the highest. Keep in the forefront of your mind what it is that you want to bring into your life, what it is that you want to create. And something may be 8 or 9 out of 10 for what you want. And I'm asking you to hold out for 10. And that's also probably another reason why they're wanting you to, they meaning my team, is wanting you to watch the Virgo video. Because that was a message for Virgo about giving itself the room to essentially have it all, as opposed to just make do. Because maybe on some level, subconsciously or unconsciously, you've been doing that. And you don't have to. And each time you pass these little tests, you get the boost. And you go higher, which means the stakes raise, which means dealing with whatever the subconscious pattern is going to get tougher every time. But the payoff every time, if you pass your own test, is always going to be amazing. Okay? You may also want to watch the Leo video too, because I had told Virgo to watch the Leo video. So that may have something for you as well. All right, Libra, that is your message today. You guys are the longest message I've done so far. So, yeah, which actually shouldn't be too surprising for me because I'm a Libra rising, but yeah, that was an important message I felt. Anywho, if you would like to have a session with me, you can book a session on my website, innersunalchemy.com. I do tarot, astrology, energy healing, and spiritual life coaching. Okay. And also on the website, on the homepage, you will see information for my Lightworker Academy. So if you're interested in joining, you can read about everything there and express your interest to apply, and I will send you an application to fill out. I'm accepting applications through January 2nd because classes actually start on the 5th. And then also, if you're not already, follow me on Instagram at Inner Sun Alchemy. I do weekly astrology forecasts and weekly Lightworker forecasts. All right, guys, so that is your monthly tarot forecast for the month of December. Yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm uploading, or not uploading, but I'm doing these lives in batches. So if you haven't yet seen all of the signs that I talked about, rising sun, moon, and north node, just stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel, and also if you click on the little bell, it will give you the notification of when I go live, so you can actually watch it live if you're able to at that time. Okay? Love and blessings to you, and I will see you soon.